Hey there everybody, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if it's your first time. In today's video I'm reviewing the Kinera Celest Plutus Beast. We have an exotic driver combination here, one bone conduction, one balanced armature, one square planar driver, but there is a problem. Let's get it. What's cracking, audio fans? It's David here from Prime Audio Reviews, and look at that lovely box. Of course it is, it's Kinera. I mean, these guys make the best looking stuff on the planet, some might say. It's definitely, they're up there with some of the most gorgeous designs, and just to highlight that, let me put the Celest front and center here. That's what they look like. So in terms of price, this is an $89 IEM, and as you can see, they are just stunning to look at. Absolutely gorgeous design. Not only do you get that awesome design, you get some pretty good accessories. First of all, you get this nice little carrying case. You get a metal Plutus Beast bookmark, or whatever you want to use it for. Really nice. You get 6 pairs of ear tips, which are pretty good quality. And in addition to that, you get a nice silver plated copper cable. Very nice. So first impressions, look, for $89, you must be thinking, oh my goodness, this is gonna be awesome. And it almost is, but there is a big problem, and that is the bone conduction driver. Now, as soon as you put these IEMs in your ears, you're likely to hear a resonant hum from the BC driver, and I think it sounds like it's suspended between 2 springs or something like that, and the sensitivity is just too high. So any slight touch or movement, even doing that right now, tapping it with my finger, I can actually feel the BC driver vibrating through the shells, and that in itself would not be a problem, but the thing is, it's so sensitive that music, sounds, your voice, your jaw, anything can set that BC driver off, and it just throws things out the window. Now, it's not all bad. I mean, the tonal balance in general is fairly good. The bass response is absolutely excellent. I mean, in that regard, the bone conduction driver really pays off, because these have some very, very nice bass. It's tactile, it's authoritative, it's got this physicality. You can feel it, you can hear it, yet at the same time it is not boosted to the boondocks, you know. In quantity it's just slightly north of neutral, but it just has this texture and power to it, and you feel it and you hear it, and it's very, very nice and engaging. But as for everything else, well, let's talk about it. So the bass is great. The mid-range is, it's a kind of a mixture between warmth and forwardness. So what I mean by that, the lower mid-range, it's got nice warmth to it. It's got enough body there, but the upper mid-range can be a little bit aggressive. It's a little bit forward, some might say shouty, but the biggest problem I have with the mid-range is that, once again, that bone conduction driver, because certain instruments and certain tones, particularly male vocals, even, well, let's just talk about in regards to listening to music. Male vocals and certain instruments will trigger that BC driver, and it gives mid-range frequencies a slightly unnatural timbre, and that carries over to, like, if you move your jaw, if you speak when you have these in your ears, especially like if you're a male with a semi-deep voice or whatever, certain tones or certain pitches of your voice will set that BC driver off. Try listening to a podcast with 2 males speaking, conversing with these, and you'll just hear this unnatural ringing right throughout, and once you notice it, you just can't ignore it. And I don't know why Nobody's talking about this. Why haven't other reviews mentioned this? Some did mention that, yeah, there's a bit of a ring sound, bit of vibration when you tap them, when you bump them. But actually listening as well, it's there and it's so obvious and it's so distracting. It just, for me, it ruins the entire experience. But let's talk about the treble. The treble is fairly laid back. It's non-aggressive. It's non-fatiguing. So it's pretty inoffensive in the highs. Detail retrieval, I would say, is average at best. Well, it's not terrible, I would say, but it's certainly not good in terms of detail retrieval. The soundstage is fairly ordinary in terms of dimensions. It does have pretty good forward depth in the soundstage, but the width and the overall dimensions are pretty ordinary. Imaging is like so-so. Instrument separation and overall resolution, layering, etc., they're all pretty mediocre. So in terms of technicalities, these don't perform very well. I would say the only, once again, the tonal balance is not bad. The bass is excellent, but yeah, that BC driver, it just throws the timbre off. If you don't hear it, well, fine, maybe you can enjoy these, but for me, it is just wrong. I think the technology needs to be improved or maybe just implemented better. I don't know, but in this case, it just doesn't work. So where does that leave us in terms of, you know, summarizing? At the end of the day, look, for $89, you can't be too mad, I guess. They look fantastic. They're so pretty. And on certain tracks, certain recordings, these can be kind of enjoyable, but really, I just think that is a big issue. The timbre, the bone conduction driver is just not done properly, and I don't know what else to say. I'm going to wrap it up there. Thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, Parfam audiophile style. If you're new here, consider hitting that subscribe button before you go. And until next time, I'll see you later.